Shemai GTA chums, the latest strip feed car has been released. It's a Declasse Draugur, and this is an Offroader. It goes from 1.4 to 1.87 million, if you depends upon discount, and it's an extreme off-road capability vehicle. So we're going to test that for off-road ability. Here is the beast. Well, first thing with off-road, that light bar on top does not work, so that's the first thing to take home. But we're going to go through customization first, and then we're going to do the whole driving around town first, and then we're going to do off-road capabilities. So let's upgrade it. I've already upgraded it to the max with regards to engine, turbos and all that good stuff. So it's really customization, I think, at this stage. Bumpers, front bumpers. So we've got alternate ones, secondary colours. Secondary colour is blue on this, as you can tell, no doubt. And I want something that is uber off-road, and we're going right to the bottom of the pack for that. I mean, that is probably the best one, I think. One of these two. I'm going to go with the primary. Rear bumpers, not a great deal on offer, but this ridge shield is the best one, I think. Doors. So, it already has off-road doors on, it's just a different selection of off-road style doors. And I like these ones with the tubes on. Padded. Nice. And the engine's upgraded. Exhaust. Now this goes a bit wacky, these are all side exhausts. But it gets more interesting. Watch it, there it is. This should help us in water, hopefully. But we have also got a snorkel, which is the one that you want for water, really. Okay, we've got more plates on the front, so we can change the holes on our grills there, I suppose. That is the one, I think. Renault skid pad. Liveries, oh, this is a good one. Well, is it a good one? They're okay. They're okay. Oh, that's quite nice. With the kind of map print, isn't it? And that's it, but with a blue roof. I quite like that variant. I think we're going to try and do something with the blue roof one. So, colour vine 2. So the respray with the primary, and the secondary is blue currently. Let's look at the classics. And we want something reasonably bright, maybe, or a light grey would work. And we could go all blue on it, pretty much. I mean, ultra blue's nice, but it doesn't contrast very much, does it? That's why I was thinking a grey, go for something classy. Oh, a white is nice. Let's look at the greys. Silver, not as nice as I thought it was going to be. Shadow silver, that's pretty decent. Red, complete opposite, nope. And, oh, orange. You know I like oranges for off-roaders. And the gold. Gold looks alright. I might go for that. Okay, we're not going to go too crazy, but secondary colour we probably want to just check out to see if there's anything decent. I quite liked the idea of a red, because you've got red accents all over the place. But straw brown colours it all the same colour, doesn't it? But we want an accent, really. Maybe just white, ice white is decent, I think. That is the one, yeah, definitely. Okay, that's classy. Seats, oh, these are nice. There's some good seats in it. That is the one to go for, the street seats, I'm pretty sure. That looks more like an off-roader, doesn't it? Those are decent as well. Nice options on the seats, I like that. Skid plate, we're back to the rear skid plate, so you can put holes in it basically. So we're going to do the street skid plate, that looks nice. Snorkel, there it is. 2 snorkels, so hopefully one of them works. I'll go for the ram snorkel. Spoiler is these bits here, so the primary does that, secondary does that. So I'm thinking secondary, because it goes with the secondary colour, it extends that. You can go carbon, full carbon, but we're not going to. Suspension, now for a change I'm going to lower it, because if you look at the travel, even with competition suspension it's pretty decent, so I'm assuming it's going to be fine. We're not going to come across any problems. So, oh, the trunk, this is interesting. There's a lot of options here. I quite like these, and that one especially. I think that one is overboard, but this one with the little roof, little slats there, nice. We're down to wheels now. These are the new rims on it, and they are brilliant. The only alternates to this are off-roaders, and as you can tell, they're not as detailed. You need to go to the high end. So you might go for a police issue Steely or something like that, but I like the stock rims, they're excellent. But you will need to do the tyre enhancement bulletproofs and tyre smoke. Maybe we'll just go black on this build. That's it, complete. Alright, let's do a whiz around town, shall we? If we can. Yeah, we've still got daylight. Get out, get out, get out. I'll show you the lights actually. So here's the light, so they're not working, see? Engine sound is great. This is based on the Chevrolet off-road concept. So it does look like a concept car, but it drives like, you know, it drives really nice and smooth considering it's an off-roader. It doesn't have a lot of roll that you feel. I mean, you can see the roll in the body there, but it doesn't feel, it feels really planted on the road when you corner, and it's great for driving around town. If you're a casual off-roader, 1.4 to 1.87 million is a lot to ask for, isn't it? Let's go into this corner and just see what we can have. What about ramming power as well? So, not bad, it can ram and it can get over vehicles, so if you're in a bit of a tight spot you might be alright. It's not as good as the Insurgent pickup custom, but it's alright. Look at that front end. We've still got lights. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Okay, to the off-road. Right, to start the off-road performance we are going to ford this river in the shallow section first, which, the snorkels are above, that is good. There's no problem with it. I expect no problems in the deep section, because even one SUV can get through this. So let's do it. Decent, that is decent. Okay, it is a proper off-roader then. Next we need to go up Mount Chiliad. Oh, actually next I'll just stop it in the middle and see if it stalls. Oh, it does stall, there we go. So you can only have temporary incursions in water. Well, the snorkel doesn't work. That's the same with every vehicle in GTA. Let's do some off-road testing with the logs first. Ground clearance is amazing on this thing. It's not going to have any problems on anything. I've been up the Chiliad and back down again and had zero problems whatsoever. As you can tell there, very nice, very forgiving vehicle to drive as well. Let's have a look at it and see how it does at Mount Chiliad. I have driven this a few times, and I'm going to drive it in the daylight as the sun has just come up. I've been driving through the night. One thing I shouldn't tell you is that although I said the light bar it doesn't work, you can see it does actually work there, but I'm not sure how much light it spreads. Anyway, Chiliad challenge, see how fast we go up the easy route. Bear in mind it can do the hard route as well. Go. It's a pretty solid performer, fast on the upslopes. Not too much bump there. Oh, we've got a bit of a bump already. That's driver error. Okay, let's just keep on going, see how we do. This is the easy bit. Focus. Okay. Coming around nicely. We're going to go up the easy route on the right hand side there. It can take almost vertical slopes, this thing. It's amazing how steep an angle it can go up. And you don't run out of pace at all with this four-wheel drive vehicle on this upslope. Like a lot of the lower end tiers can't even get up here. Off-roaders, and that just comes up with pace. Whoa, too fast, see? I'm going too quick because I'm trying to just show you the speed of this thing. So this isn't really a time one, so I was a lot more cautious before. Let's just speed along and see how we do. It doesn't have a lot of jumpiness to it, so it can bounce in the wrong way for you sometimes, but overall it's pretty well planted. A very nice off-roader, very fine off-roader. Look at this up at the top. This is one of the best off-roaders in the game. I mean, look at that. Look at the clearance on that. It's ridiculous. It's almost like it's, I mean, 128 there, and I didn't even do that correctly. That was a terrible run. I bumped right at the start. Now, if we look at the previous times, my best time was actually 1 minute 23, which is equivalent to the Desert Raid, which is the best off-roader in the game. And then below that you've got the Camacho at 1 minute 25. So let's have a look how it goes downhill. Actually, no. Let's have a look at the city for the old thumbnail, perhaps. The sun's over in that direction, so trying to get that right is going to be a tricky one. But yeah, is it worth it? Well, I'd say it's the best off-roader in the game right now. I think it really is. 1.8 million, that is expensive, super expensive, well overpriced for what it is. I mean, but what it is great as well, so it's hard not to argue with that as well as a price point, especially with modern cars in GTA. So what do we do? What do we do with it? You need to be into off-roading. So I'll give you an idea of the prices as we go downhill. The Desert Raid costs you about 600 grand, right? And then half that price pretty much is the Camacho, which is 345 grand. This thing's pretty resilient, believe it or not, downhill. But look at that engine. That's pretty standard, isn't it? Not too exciting though. So, you know, but I think it's like the Desert Raid in engine performance, but I think it's a lot more stable, a lot more planted than the Desert Raid, which can bounce around a little bit, which is something some people didn't like. So if you want the speed of Desert Raid, but the plantedness of the Camacho, this is your car. But if you're only a casual off-roader, I'd stick with the Camacho, because that's got both customization and ease of driving, which is what this also has. You know, it has the customization, which you don't have with the Desert Raid. Very limited customization on the Desert Raid. So for customization and for being best in class, as in you need to be a proper off-roader. If you're just going to drive this around town, you may as well get any old SUV, get a Torero, get a Novak that was on discount last week, and the Novak's a good off-roader as well. But if you want one purely for off-road capability going uphill, this is the one you want to get. Anyway, if you found that useful, then do drop a like and a subscribe. But yeah, hopefully that has helped you. Give me your comments on what you think of this vehicle. Have you bought it? Are you going to buy it? I'd recommend it, but I like doing the off-roads. If you're not into that, you probably won't. Let's have a go vertically, shall we? I've never been this vertical before. Will it have a go? I don't think any vehicle could do that. Oh, it had a go! That's how good it is. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great day.